All right. Happy Wednesday night as of this recording to Old School Texas Tech. Jordan and I are going to predict the Arizona State at Texas Tech game. It'll be the late afternoon game in Lubbock. I wish it was a night game, but we did not get lucky there. So I'm going to start with you, Jordan. Who's going to win? What's the score going to look like? Do you have any predictions on people are going to have particularly good performances? I will say the injury report is disturbing. I'm particularly really saddened by Cameron Valdez missing the rest of the season after he took a shot and came back. Hope he could get like a medical red shirt and maybe he could be a success story, but that's a tough one.
Yeah, I wasn't expected to see him on that list, but I'm with you on that.
Yeah. So what do you think is going to happen in Lubbock Saturday afternoon?
I haven't watched Arizona State play this year, but I know they're what are they 3-1, 2-1. Well, I guess I did catch a little bit of the game against Texas State, and that one went down to the wire. I was surprised. I think they won by a field goal on that one. I guess Texas State might be getting better, but anyway, I think the offensive prowess continues because we're putting up good yardage and points per game. We what 52, 66. And I think we even during that 16-point outing against Washington State, we still had 500 yards of total offense. So right
And
now,
also Washington State came back next week and beat Washington, so they may be a better team than we expect. They've
Washington's not slouchy, although they probably lost some guys, but Washington usually wins that game between those two.
Yeah, that was a big win for them. So
So you know what, I think the offensive firepower continues for us, and I see us winning. I don't know what the over under is, but I see
it's
us winning.
59 and a half.
Is it okay? Because I was gonna say honestly, man, I know I pick good, clean, even numbers, and it doesn't ever really work out that way. But I see a 35-28 type Tech win. I really do. It'll be
Okay.
close out. I could see it being like 14-14 at halftime or 21-14, but we're going to be close together this entire game, but we're going to pull away in the fourth and win, I think, by a full touchdown.
All right. Excellent. So, my prediction for the game is not too far off. I actually think Tech. I think that winning against UNT was huge psychologically. In that part of the game, in general, and so I actually think Tech is going to play very well. I think they're going to be pretty firmly controlling the game, not necessarily on the scoreboard, but I think on the line of scrimmage. And I also think the Tech offense is what's going to separate things. I think that we're going to pull away a little bit. And I think we'll end up. I have this feeling we're going to be end up with somewhere around like 31-21 late in the game. Tech's winning by 10. I think Arizona State will get like a touchdown with like I could see a game where they get like a touchdown like 3 or 4 minutes left, maybe 5 minutes left, and then they go for two or something like that, and it ends up 31-29. And they're thinking, well, we're on the road, so we can get the ball back and hit a field goal at the end or something like that. And then I think the Tech, I think Tim DeRuyter is a good defensive coordinator. I think he's the second best. I ranked the three coordinators on the group the other day. I think it's Kenny Perry's our best coordinator, and also, of course, he's the running back coach. I think Tim DeRuyter is the second best. I think Kitley is doing a really good job this year, but I think he's the third best. We have some pretty good coordinators. I think Tim DeRuyter will figure out a way to pull out a stop at the end and keep them out of field goal range. And I think it might be a little late in the game. I think they might kind of run out of time. That's the kind of game I see something like that. 31-29.
Okay. Well, so you're basically saying Arizona State covers the spread then.
Yeah, I think they do barely. Yeah.
Okay. With
And the
that,
actual the spread's been fluctuating 2.5 to 3. And also I think obviously Taj Brooks is going to make a big difference again. And then we got some linemen out. I saw the injury report. I don't want to quote it, but we've got some linemen out. So I think he's going to be really helpful in pass protection. I think Baron Morton got a lot of confidence last week. So yeah, I think it's going to be a great football game. My only regret is I wish it was a night game.
Do you think we play better at nighttime? Is that really your
Yeah,
opinion?
yeah, I do. I think it's coming back under. I mean, we had the big win against OU, Joe McGuire's first year. Even the Texas game ended up. The end of it was a night game, I believe. And yeah, I think some of that home mystique's coming back. We've got some sellouts for games later in the season, pretty early. So I think the home mojo is coming back, kind of not quite yet, but I think it's building to. Hopefully, it's building to the pirate years.
Well, I hope you're right from your mouth to God's ears.
All right, my friend. Anything else you want to add?
No, I'm just going to say that we do have a little history with Arizona State, don't we? I can think of 3 games versus them. My first year at Tech, Rob Peters, quarterback.
I remember that we
Long,
weren't
they
we
beat,
got
they,
whipped.
they beat us up, but they were pretty good.
99.
And then Davis Webb in the Holiday Bowl when he played out of his mind.
Yes. Yeah, that was an incredible game. And then we had the two back to back. We lost that shootout. I was actually at that game at Sun Devil Stadium. And then the next year they came to Lubbock, and that was a pretty big win for Tech actually that next year. And then I think we had a similar sequence with Arizona around the same time. We lost to them out there, and then came back and beat them at home. That was all during. I think that was no, some of that was during the Kingsbury era, and some of it was during the Wells era, I
Yeah.
believe.
Well, I
Yeah.
remember that one with I guess it was Mahomes was quarterback and it was like 66-58 or something crazy like that.
Yeah, and I was at that game. If this game were being played at Sun Devil Stadium, I would probably pick Arizona State to win. They look pretty good, so it'll be fun. It'll be a fun one. So I'm looking forward to it. Anything else you want to add?
No, I just expect us to win on Saturday. Sitting at 3-1 will be very nice.
Yeah, very nice. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I think it's a really important game. Last week was a really important game too.
Totally agree. Let's get it done.
All right. We'll see you next week. We'll have the thread going Saturday. Everybody's been pretty good with it. And please subscribe, like, and comment on our channel. It would really help us out and help us to produce some better content in the future. Also, you can write something bad if you want. That actually helps too. And neither of us are too thin-skinned when it comes to Tech football. All right. See you guys
Sounds
soon.
good.
All right.
See ya.